Long United 4, Mickleover 2, joined by Brad Munn. Brad, you're delighted after that finally, aren't you?
Yeah, thought before we scored, I thought it's the best we've started for a long time. We dealt with a couple of counter-attacks, but other than that, I thought it's the best we've started for a long time before, obviously, we score. We score, and then the 2 to 3 minutes after that is probably the worst we've been for ever. We were just waiting for other people to do it. I thought we were extremely passive. Then we stopped doing what we were getting out at and doing so well with. So it was disappointing. It was a really disappointing half. Other than the fact that Ev's obviously got us back in it with the penalty, which is a penalty. It's one of them. It's unfortunate, but it is a penalty. He's clearly kicked in because Trish has nicked in the way. So to go in at 2-2, that was my positive of the half. Obviously the first 10-15 minutes, I don't know exactly when we scored, but it felt about 10-15 minutes that we was in good pressure, good areas, playing some decent stuff, and then as soon as that, it was almost like, oh, this is going to be easy now, and then they got caught, they got stung, and it could have been more. But then to reevaluate everything out of that first 45 minutes, take on the information that I wanted them to take on in the second half, was a credit. The third goal is a very much us goal, and it's so nice to see for me because I want us to end the season on 3 positives, which is 3 wins ideally, which is a big ask. It's a big ask, but at the same time, it's what I want, it's what I expect. The crazy thing, mathematically, we're now safe. Right, and I got the boys on a Teams call last night, and I just put the league table on the screen. I wanted them to tell me what they think of that, and they said a few things, and the only thing that I saw was how, with the standards that we have and what I expect and what I know ability-wise we have in there, have we allowed ourselves with 3 games to go to still technically not mathematically be safe, and that I think we should be a little bit embarrassed of. So what I need from the next 3 games is to reset absolutely everything, and you finish this season positively. And other than obviously them 10 minutes after we score, and riding luck a little bit. I thought second half we did a few decent things. We rode a luck in certain aspects, but so did they. We could have been better at the other end. And in the end we scored 4 decent goals.
Yeah, those 2 quick goals really knocked the stuffing out of us, didn't it? And our heads dropped. But how important was it that we didn't concede again to stay in the game?
Massive, because all of a sudden, if you stay lively in and around the box, guess what happens? You can get something. So obviously, then all of a sudden we get the penalty. We go in 2-2. We get through to half time, and then at that point we need to hit the reset. And I wasn't happy. I really wasn't happy. I tried to be as positive as I can, but once my head's stuck into something that I really don't like, I can't let that go. And I didn't let that go, and they came out in the second half and gave a better account of themselves.
Yeah, we really needed to show some character in that second half, didn't we? What did you say to them at half time?
I said, for me, the one basic instruction that I gave them before the game, and I'll be completely honest with you, I asked them that at half time, and not many could say what I actually wanted, because maybe they're in game mode, and I said, how does that make me feel? I said, because off the ball, I need you to be as energetic, have the endeavour to want to go and win it back as quickly as possible, get close to people, because if you do, you will nullify them. And listen, did we do it perfectly? No, but we did it a lot better than we did in the first half. So then, obviously, you come out, I think the goal really helps you subconsciously from a bunch of players, but you eradicate, hopefully, as many of the mistakes in the first half as possible after we scored. And you just want to put your best foot forward, and football is a very simple game. You can make it as complicated or as simple as you want, and it's usually a pretty simple game complicated by individuals. So we simplify everything, we get back to finding people in good areas and just hoping that we can have an effect with willingness, good runners, good quality, and in the end you do that by scoring 4 goals.
Yeah, for a period in the second half, we was really on top, and we was coming down both channels, moving the ball fast, and exactly like what we're used to our Long United doing. But at 3-2, the game was still in the balance, wasn't it?
Yeah, and by the way, Kingy's made some great saves as well. The one where Dalesy's cut inside and hit into the near post, I think is a great save after that, but won't get as much appreciation as it should. He stopped the 1v1 with Paddy as well. So you look at that. The scary thing is you back him so much with 1v1s. He's unbelievable. And then we've had to defend a team that tries different set pieces, but then put good delivery in. And all we've done is obviously we want to make sure that we defend that, and they did. Rode the luck with the last set piece as well. But at the end of the day, we've got bodies on the line to defend it. Ball goes wide, and then a bit of magic, a bit of quality, good link-up play, and what a great finish by Dexter to seal it at the end.
Yeah, mentioned about this time last week, I think, about Ivan Garnett. What does he need to do to score?
Nothing different.
Yeah.
I said this to you. I said the one thing that man is more than just a goal scorer. He's the best goal scorer in the league, but he's more than just a goal scorer. His performances have been good. But the lads are laughing and joking because I cooked him a pre-match meal this morning, so I've got to do that every Saturday now. So I'm more than happy to. But he's a top player, and I've laughed and joked with him in there. I said the best finish out the lot's the first one because it's scruffy, but he's in the right area. The second one's a great penalty. It's a really good penalty, lifted it high, keeper's never stopping it. The third one is Evan Garnett. And people will go, it's a tap in. He's got the greatest movement in this league as a centre forward. We're in them sort of positions. He's the hardest man to mark. I don't care who you are. Defenders have got to look at two things. He's got to look at one. And he's extremely intelligent, so you just keep plugging away. We've had a conversation this week about we really want him to be selfish and get the golden boot because he deserves it this year. He really deserves it for the league. And what a better way to respond to it than 3 goals on your own patch.
Yeah, difficult to single anyone out in that second half, but I thought Jamie Hansen really put in a great shift today, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he's been brilliant in the first half. Like others, a little bit off in terms of where he could potentially be, but there was a lot more positive for Bruce than there was negative in the first half. I thought in the second half, the only thing he did wrong was nod it out of play and then give the corners, but he was brilliant. He was absolutely brilliant, and I think his distribution with how we want to operate was second to none. He's found a new lease of life. He has found a new lease of life. He's training better, he's feeling better, and he's a good lad. And yeah, I thought he was fantastic. But you know what? I think there is some. I thought Bucci was excellent. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. Like from a defensive perspective, 1v1 he's great. But up and down the pitch, you don't listen. We know he likes to step in from centre half, but he was brilliant today. So yeah, some really good performances in there. JT was good, Trish good for most parts. Thought in midfield we could have been better. So if we were, that's great. It's always nice to come out of games with something that you can be better at, but at least still win. So we needed the wins. I want 2 more. So we part this and we go straight into the next ones. Yeah,
so going to the next one, Coventry Sphinx, they got relegated today, I believe. I looked at it a few minutes ago. But we can look forward to that one now, can't we?
I wanted to look forward to it anyway. And the crazy thing is, and this isn't in a nasty way, but I wanted to be the team that relegated them. That's the sort of mentality we have to go into. For us to finish the right way, you have to go in wanting to hurt teams, and because they would hurt us. If we had a chance of going down, they want to do the same thing, and that's respectfully want to be that team. In the actual reality of that phrase, of course you don't like to see anyone get relegated. It's nasty. We've had it at step 3, but we have to go in ruthless. We have to go in ruthless to these last 2 games. Finish this season with a real positive, and if you win the next 2 games, you probably finish in the top half. So, out of a season where we're highly disappointed, a top half finish is the aim, so we need to go into next Saturday full-blooded and obviously put best foot forward because Dexter's not available, but whoever steps into those shoes has to go and put the same sort of performance in, and we just have to give the club a bit of positive feel and a positive taste at the end of the season.
Yeah, it's been 77 days since we beat Rushden Diamonds down here. It's a long wait, hasn't it? But I thought the crowd were good today, got behind the team, didn't they?
Fantastic. They were fantastic, even when after the quick 2-5 goals for them. They were absolutely brilliant, and we need to see it more. We need to see it more because the lads do buzz off it, and obviously when they score, to feel that reception from people is great. And listen, I don't notice it as much sometimes because I'm a strange cat, and all I'm focused on is the game at present. But no, they were great for the boys. When you take a step back, it's really good. I don't know how many people were here, but it felt like more than normal, and hopefully with what they've just seen, you can't moan at a 4-2. If you're a neutral, you want to come and watch it again. If you're a home fan, you want to come and watch it again. If you're a manager, you don't want a heart attack, because I had it in the first half. So it's good for everyone else. So hopefully they keep returning.
Yeah, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you very much,
Well
mate.
done.